NAACP Smithtown Crisis Chaplain Corps. Crisis does not begin when the sirens arrive. It begins in the moment when a family realizes their life has changed and no one has explained what comes next. A fire displaces a building. An overdose rattles a block. A hate incident leaves a household shaken and exposed. A sudden death empties a room of language. In those first hours, the system moves quickly: fire, EMS, police, emergency management. They secure the scene. They stabilize the immediate danger. And then, inevitably, they leave. What remains is a gap. Not a logistical gap, but a human one. The NAACP Smithtown Crisis Chaplain Corps exists in that gap. C3 is not law enforcement. It is not EMS. It is not charity and it is not publicity. It is a disciplined, people-first crisis stabilization unit operating under the NAACP Health Committee, built to show up when dignity, safety, and clarity are at risk. Crisis is not only an emergency response issue. It is a civil rights issue. It is a public health issue. Who receives calm support after trauma? Who is left alone with shock? Who understands their options, and who is forgotten? Those outcomes are not random. They follow patterns. And patterns are where rights are either protected or quietly eroded. C3 is designed to respond to those moments with presence, structure, and accountability. Every deployment follows a clear chain of command modeled on FEMA's Incident Command System. Not because we want bureaucracy, but because discipline earns trust. Fire, EMS, police, hospitals, and emergency management need to know exactly who we are, why we are there, and what lane we stay in. We show up identifiable. We report in. We state our scope clearly. We provide emotional stabilization, grounding, and practical next step support. We help people think clearly about the next 12 hours. We assist with contact calls, basic needs, and safe referrals. We sit with families so responders can do their work without leaving people unattended in shock. We do not interfere. We do not promise what we cannot deliver. We do not argue with responders. We do not turn crisis into content. C3 chaplains are trained to a standard that reflects the seriousness of this work. FEMA Incident Command. CPR and AED. Narcan. Psychological first aid. Fire and life safety awareness. Suicide risk and grief support. Emergency feeding and public health standards. Ethics, confidentiality, and anti-bias discipline. This training is not symbolic. It is functional. Because standing next to trauma without making it worse is a skill. Because presence without preparation can cause harm. Because dignity requires competence. Every deployment is documented in a HIPAA, secured chaplain command log. Not for publicity or storytelling. For accountability. We record what happened, who was affected, what support was provided, what referrals were made, and what follow-up is still owed. That log allows us to keep our word. And gives the NAACP evidence when we advocate with municipalities, hospitals, housing agencies, and emergency systems. This is where crisis response becomes long-term protection. Repeated illegal lockouts. Overdoses clustering on the same corridor. Seniors repeatedly displaced by heat and blackouts. Families cycling through trauma with no stabilization layer. C3 turns moments into data, and data into advocacy. This is not a replacement for existing systems. It is a stabilizing layer that makes systems work better by protecting the human beings inside them. The goal of this pilot is discipline first, scale second. To prove that a black-led, NAACP-based Crisis Chaplain Corps can operate with seriousness. Respect first responders. Protect communities. And build a replicable model for other branches. We are not trying to be everywhere. We are trying to be correct. Correct in training. Correct in conduct. Correct in documentation. Correct in care. Because when crisis hits, what people remember is not the uniforms or the vehicles. They remember whether someone stayed. Whether someone helped them breathe. Whether someone made sure they were not alone when the noise stopped. C3 exists to be that presence. Quiet, disciplined, accountable. So that crisis does not become abandonment. And this model is ready to grow when the groundwork is solid. Thank you for watching. This presentation was brought to you by USA Veterans Corp and our friends at Oscar Mike. Written and produced by Canny World Productions. Sponsored and hosted by J&E Services.